Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with the match number 3 with the Journey to Nyx, Born of the Gods, Theros draft. This, again, I would like to play second. I think that we've figured out that this deck actually wants card advantage over speed, so I would not like to play first. And see, this is a perfect hand. I wouldn't want to keep this on the play, but on the draw, this gets a lot better, as we've got a lot of things we can do for the next 2 turns. And hopefully in 3 turns we draw a land. So no, I'd not like to mulligan this. Our opponent decides to keep it as well. So let's see what we're up against. Hopefully it's not a hyper-aggressive deck that has a 1-drop. It is not. It's another red deck. So I think the right play would be to just chuck out a Renowned Weaver first turn. And we got the Read the Bones, which would be great for card advantage. Again, we need 1 more land. We need a course draw into that land in the next 2 turns. But if not, we have stuff we can actually do for the next little while. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with our hand so far. Got our finisher in the Vulpine Goliath. And there's our land. So I'm going to go ahead and attack him first in case he, does something in response, and then I can make a dude. But it doesn't appear that he does have it, so I'm just going to go a Freakish Chosen and a Renowned Weaver. And then hopefully he doesn't have a Scouring Sands main boarded, but if there's another Scouring Sands running around out of 1 pack, then that is what it is. I've got 2 of them, so I don't have to worry about getting blown out by it. That was the worst feeling in Triple Born of the Gods, is you had to play around that card like crazy. Alrighty, so we're actually on the aggressive. Maybe I should have gone first. I'd be up 2 damage here. Another Renowned Weaver. But we'll just go ahead and swing in for 3. And we could just put out a Noble Query. But, I mean, there was a Drown in Sorrow going around, so I think the right play is just Read the Bones. And I don't want the Swamp. I do want the Traveler's Amulet to go get us a red source or whatever we need. So actually I still need another swamp, but I think this is pretty good. So let's hope it's not a Drowned Sorrow. It is an Emissary, which cannot be blocked. Okay, that's fine. Except by 2 or more creatures. So we can go ahead. Oops, I should have done this the other way around. Throw out a Traveler's Amulet. Sack it. I'm going to go get a mountain. And I'm just going to leave everything back. I'm not going to put out another Renowned Weaver here. So feeling pretty good. Because now if he wants to attack in with the Emissary, we block. Alright, I'm definitely doing that. So we block here and block here. See if he kills off the Chosen. Which he does decide to do, so we'll just sack this guy to put out a 1/3. We do absorb the damage. And still a turn away. I think what we'll do here is we'll just Satyr Wayfinder. And hopefully find that other red or black source here. And we get a black. 2 of the cards I did want, though, but that is okay. I think the play is just to go ahead and throw out a Noble Query. I mean, I could have actually... Yeah, maybe that wasn't the right play. Maybe it would have been just play a Weaver. Geez, do I want to race him here? You know what? I believe I do want to race him. We got a Goliath coming out next turn. If he wants to attack in, I mean, I definitely will trade with the Lizard. Unless he's got something massive coming out here. Which, what did he just cast? He just used a Rollick of Abandon. All creatures get +2/-2. That was pretty good. Got rid of a lot of stuff. Can't asphyxiate anything at the moment. What we're going to do is just chuck out a Vulpine Goliath and call that good. We got asphyxiate for anything he puts out. So I'm going to keep this back because we need them both to block. It's on a 3-turn clock with the Goliath. So he's a pretty heavy control deck as well. I'm going to go to a slower route, so I'm probably going to get rid of all my early drops so that card doesn't just completely blow me out again. Hey, look at that. The Journey into Nick's card images will come back. Okay, sure. And he decides not to attack in. That's pretty smart, except I have an asphyxiate. So he's just going to get blown out here by the asphyxiate. Drew into another swamp. Okay. Go ahead and throw out a swamp. Asphyxiate the emissary. And get in there for 7. And he's down to a 9. Throw out the last Weaver. He's still got 4 cards in hand. We got a little bit mana flooded here. But we've gone through half our deck, so and we have half our lands, a little over half our lands. We have 9 lands and gone through a little over half our deck. So that's to be expected. So he's going to be drawn into some lands pretty soon here. Still, that can't block the Goliath quite yet. It can next turn. And he decides to attack in, so he probably has some way to deal with my Goliath. Oh, the lands, the lands. Okay, so attacking with Mr. Goliath. I'll keep the other 2 back, as they can definitely block any sort of shenanigans. And I'm going to keep the 2 cards in my hand. Double strike. He doesn't have trample or anything, does he? Nope. Okay, so we're in very good shape. Dose blockers, and this guy can actually sack himself to give me another blocker. So we'll block here, and he knows he's dead. Alrighty, so let's go onto the sideboard. He has a lot of he does have a lot of one drops there. We saw quite a few there at the end. Well, 2 cards I know that Scouring Sands could deal with. I do like the Pinnacle of Rage and the Rage of Perforos. So I'm going to take out a forest and a swamp and add these 2 mountains. And I could add some more mountains if I wanted to. Did see enough enchantment creatures to make Feast of Dreams viable. I don't want to get... Ramon Weavers are just so amazing. I'm going to take out the Satyr Wayfinder. I don't think that it's quite necessary to fix with the Satyr Wayfinder. Cards that are... Geez, Ashok seems very good here. Vulpine Goliath, even though it won me the game, again, I don't really like him, and the Noble Quarry out. So I think this from playing the other games, this seems to be the better deck. And nothing else. I don't think we need to bring anything else in. I mean, Magma Spray will be okay. But, yeah, I'm liking this. We'll submit this. Keepable hand. We definitely need to find the red source. But we have some early... There it is. We have a nice little early 1-1. That will help us stall to get to where we need. Go ahead and chuck down a black here. And attack in with the Weaver. And I am just going to go ahead and cast a font right now. See what shenanigans is going to start coming out on his side. Nothing. All right. And I do feel the later this goes, the better it is for me. Throw out the snake. See if he's going to give everything +2/-2 again. That was a pretty good card. But I mean, now we have the Font of Return, which is very good. And Rage is almost active. We can actually cast the Rage. So no more forests would be ideal. And we'll just continue to ping him down little by little. And I don't think you can put anything out that my Rage can't deal with here. As I do want to scry it, and I do want to kill that, so Rage is fine. I'd rather not sacrifice something. And now we've got the Pinnacle of Rage. That gives us even more control. So take this dude out. And we don't need this whatsoever. We'll put this on the bottom. Get in there for another 2. Alrighty, we can go without drawing any more lands here. I'm definitely okay with that. See here, I think I will just attack in with nothing. Yeah, that's because I'd want to sacrifice, so it's pointless for the Renowned Weaver to go in there. I don't really care about an Everflame Eidolon at this point. Yeah, we're both, it looks like, getting a bit mana flooded. Put out another Weaver. And again, just pass the turn to him. Yep. All right, let's see who can draw our lands first. This is MT Joe does this so much. Hey, we get an island. Now all of our fixers are such dead cards too. Seven lands left in our deck. Jeez, if he puts out something amazing. Tapped our creature, doesn't untap his controllers, untap phase. That's really good with his amount of lands that he has. And interesting that he didn't use it. Oh, geez. All right, there's another land. Sorry for the incredible boring matchup this has been. Is he going to tap down my Death Toucher? Yep, that's what I thought was going to happen. We're both sitting at 10 lands. I thought this doesn't untap. Oh, for as long as this remains tapped. Hey, look at that. We drew another land. Pretty insane. We both had like no cards to work with. Pretty ridiculous. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 4, 8, 9, 10. We're both at 10 lands. I know I have 11. But he still can attack. 4 cards in his hand. Well, I'm going to keep... No, I don't even need to keep. I'm going to keep 1 open. Let's see, 3... because it's pointless. So I can do 1 less. Let's see. There's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and just 1 more. Okay. We get an Astral Cornucopia for 3 charges. Yay! So still have 6 lands, a Springleaf Drum. And we also have a Traveler's Amulet still in our deck. All right. Read the Bones. That will fill his hand back up. Yeah, unfortunately, we're in the bad shape here. Yes, he is definitely ahead now. Now I can deal with that. But I'd like to use Pinnacle of Rage on something more relevant than a Cyclops and an Everflame Eidolon. There's a Gray Merchant. I will use it. Which will do a whopping 4. So actually, if I attack him for 3 here, well, if I Pinnacle Rage, kill this off, and do 3 to him, he is actually in a world of hurt. I think Gray Merchant was by far the best draw I could have drawn into. And what, it do 4 damage there, and I gained 4 life, so 4-point swing, and now he can't kill it because I can still have the Font of Return. So, I mean, he's got to do some pretty insane damage here. Block him by Gray Merchant because I want it back. That allows him to get his Everflame back. Okay, and he's going to cast it. He's going to go for a boar here. And that's something I do need to deal with. I think I sack these to actually get use out of my font. Here, here, and here. So I get these back. Traveler's Amulet. Now This is going to make the Gray Merchant do less than... Well, I had to get it back, so... Jeez. Let's see. So it's going to be... Pinnacle is going to kill these two off. And then I am in a Gray Merchant here. For 3. And cast this guy. Thin out our deck some more. And we'll go ahead and swing in. He'll block one of the 1/3s, but he's still going to take a damage here. All right, that's interesting he does it that way. So down to a 3. See if he gives them all -2, -2. I mean, we're not out of this yet. He still has 6 cards in hand. He's still got plenty of lands to cast everything. What in the world could he have in his hand? All right, a Death Toucher. Which now I know he doesn't have the +2, -2. Yeah, it seems like that +2, -2 hurts him as much as it hurts. Look at all these. 2/2, 2/2, or 2 toughness, 2 toughness, 2 toughness, 2 toughness, 1 toughness. I know he's got an Eidolon in there as well. So he's got a really cool kind of enchantment deck as well. I still have a lot of my powerhouses left in my deck. Whoa, look at those lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 3 more left in the deck. I think we just wait it out. I'm not going to do anything here. He can't even use his quarters here. Yeah, I think he realizes that. To tap down what, a Gray Merchant? I mean, there's nothing worth tapping down. It's going to attack in with the... Oh, it's because he has to attack in with that. So we'll block with the Gray Merchant. And he'll Titan Strike. That's fine. I mean, it scries it, but we get that out of his hand. We get a Gray Merchant, which... back in our graveyard, which the Mender can get. And now we can actually attack in with everything, and then he's got to make some pretty bad trades. This Fixate's terrible. I'd rather use it on something that is a threat. So now he has to tap down just a lowly... We'll attack in with the 1/3. Trades with a... He's going to trade with an Eidolon. And that guy is kind of threatening at this point. Not really. Again, I think this Asphyxiate is just so much better used on an actual threat than just an Eidolon. That's a good one. I can't even deal with it. But he's got to attack him with both the Warhounds, or with the Warhounds, so I think I just take 2. And yeah, so he couldn't attack him with that, so now I can just asphyxiate the Eidolon. Go ahead and Ashiok here. And should have relevant targets now with all his lands. But I still get 2 lands. Oh, geez. And a Blade-Tusk-Boar. Let's see. So, again, we're going to asphyxiate. And because that guy is a bit of a threat. I mean, it gets huge. A 4/4 that can fire breathe is a bit of a problem. He's going to go into Ashiok. At this point, I think I just block the Mogus Warhound, because I mean, if I could block with both of them, yeah, that's fine. And then we'll sacrifice, and then sack it. And Ashiok does take some damage, but he's down to a 3. You got to think I'm going to draw something relevant. He's going to Lightning Strike off Ashiok. Still, though, that took care of quite a bit of damage here. The Cerberus. Card's good. I think that's all of them. This is ridiculous. All right. But still a decent life total. I got rid of 2 of his lands, but I got rid of Blade-Tusk-Boar, which would have been problematic. So he's got to attack him with the Warhound. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice this. And we'll block the Warhound. And he's got a pump. Yeah, he's got to fall the hammer, but the other one still survives, so that's fine. He's got another creature for his last, a Cure, to finish it off. Well, we're in top deck mode here. And that was the worst draw in the entire world. Well, you can't win Magic when it does this crap to you. Look at the cards I've had to work with. There's one relevant card. And that's a really good one. See what we draw? Asphyxiate. Well, I can asphyxiate it. But it's still, I need something that I can actually apply pressure here. As I think that, I mean, my only hope is a Freeka's Mender now. As I'm on a 1-turn clock and he can actually tap down everything. So it has to be a Freeka's Mender or I lose. Well, that Read the Bones actually helps. That's actually a really good one. But this doesn't do anything. We got to put both of these on the bottom, right? Because I can block one of them and take 5. He can tap down. I think I put this one on the bottom, put this one on top. That was a good one. We might actually come out of this, because this will draw us a card. That'll draw us a swamp. And I'm down to a 4, so I mean I can't even... I'd have to block and he taps. So we have to sack this guy right now. And I think we're okay. Unless he draws into something really good. Interesting he's going to do this because I'm going to keep my Eidolon alive. I could actually kill his guy. But what we're going to do is we're just going to... Whoops, not block there. Eidolon needs to stay alive, I believe. We get back a... Yeah, I think I have to block this way. He should have attacked with his two-headed. Unless there's one card in hand, because I'm gonna get a guy back that can untap now. Hey, there we go. So we get the Freakus Mender, which gets the Gray Merchant. And actually, I should have got the font, because you can get enchantment, but I think this is fine. Because this just gets me back. I could get him down to a 1. So he could actually still pull this off. Because what I should have done there is grab that font of the return, and that would have allowed me to get more stuff back. And I still could have casted a Gray Merchant for the win. Yeah, because we could have got the 1/1 Death Toucher. And there you go. So we actually win this, and that gave 9 packs of Journey to Nyx. That's pretty good. Wow. Okay, so we actually end up taking it. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.